Good morning. Fix my microphones here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Turn on my chat. It is Monday. Are you guys ready for a Monday? Ready or not, here it comes, all right? All right. Let's see. Audio. All right. We are all audioed up. Good morning, everybody. Tell me where you're watching from this morning. Coach Monica here. Oh, did you have a good weekend? We had a really good weekend. Don't remember a thing we did. Oh, I do have to tell you. One thing that happened this weekend. So I may or may not have been offered a senior discount. I'm not even kidding. Just wait till Coach Darcy's on tomorrow. I'm gonna razz her about that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, LinkedIn. Good morning, YouTube. You're in the house. Facebook, you're in the house. Oh, I see my diet recovery support group. You are in the house. Good morning. Tell me where you're watching from. I have a client in about 25 minutes. So I am going to be in and out today. In and out. And then Coach Darcy is joining me tomorrow. So have you attended our Coaches Corner? If not, you need to. It's every Tuesday morning at 10 or 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me make sure that's right. Yep, 11 o'clock. Good morning. Tell me where you're watching from. So today, it is Monday. Sometimes when you're on a health journey, sometimes it gets rough on the weekends, right? Raise your hand. That's you. Yes, totally gets rough on the weekends because life happens. And that's why this coach right here does not believe meal plans are the way to go. Meal plans are beautiful for sales pitches, right? Meal plans are great for those coaches who want to make a lot of money really quickly. Oh my goodness, Cousin Beth, it's so good to see you this morning. Did you have a good weekend? I want to know all about it. What did you do? And I want to know how your journey's going, because you were kicking butt there for a while, and I'm sure you still are. I hadn't talked to you in such a while, though. My gosh. So a lot of times, so what I was saying was, a lot of times that, for the marketing world, as the CFO, CEO of a company, I have to be on top of everything all the time. I have to be on top of the latest weight loss techniques. I've got to be on top of the latest science when it comes to macros. I've got to be a good boss. I have to lead my team well. I have to come out of my introvert world and enter the extrovert world, and I have to be everything to all people at all times. And so one of the things that I watch a lot of, yes, you do need to come to Warsaw. You absolutely do. And the white sunglasses has to happen soon. It's been too long, very, very, very too long ago. So one of the things that I also have to do is I watch other health coaching practices, because I want to make sure, hey, am I leading my people in the right way? Is there anything I can learn? There's always something that we can learn about ourselves. I learned this weekend the cause of what the impact of inflammation does to my body. 5 pounds worth, right? I learned that this weekend about myself, and I have to acknowledge the fact that, okay, this is the impact of alcohol to my body. Is this something that I want to continue, or is it something that I need to get frustrated enough about to say, okay, yeah, they may be low carb, but it's really not serving you well, right? And so meal plans are the fad. Meal plans, and everybody seems to think they want them. Everybody seems to think, if I just had a meal plan, I could be successful. Not true, my friend. If you have a meal plan, all you'll have is a bunch of wasted trees who gave their lives for that paper that you printed it off on. Not saying that meal plans don't have their place. Their only place serves you well as an extra recipe. Say you're getting bored with your way of eating, you pull out a meal plan and you practice doing something creative. You practice doing something fun, or you get an extra idea. That's the only place meal plans have in a health journey. Because what happens is the weekend happens and your significant other says, hey, let's go out to Olive Garden for lunch today. And you're like, oh no, I can't do that because my meal plan doesn't allow that. Meal plans are for the birds, y'all. And if I was a smart CFO, my bookkeeper probably would tell me, Monica, go create some meal plans because you could bring in some more revenue, right? Not willing to go there. Not willing to go there at all. I forgot to put this on focus this morning. I need to put this on do not disturb so nobody can be texting me. All right. So, oh gosh, where'd you go? Here we go. You fell off the screen. So that's where I put meal plans in the scheme of your health journey. So this weekend happened. You fell off the wagon, right? Because you didn't know how to either ketoize or whatever health plan you're on. You didn't know how to do it at the party that you attended, and so you fell off the wagon, or you just got sick and tired of being so on point that you just kind of threw in the towel and said, I'm going to eat whatever the heck I wanted. Did you know you absolutely can destroy your entire week of health progress? You could totally gain all that weight that you lost this week by one weekend. So today I wanted to talk about the number one missing ingredient to weight loss. And this is all across the board. I don't care what your health plan is. I happen to love the low carb because I believe in its health benefits. I wanted to reverse my type 2 diabetes. I wanted to reverse insulin resistance, and I wanted my blood pressure back to normal again. That's why I chose this lifestyle. That's why I became certified in the ketogenic lifestyle. But whatever health program you're on, the missing ingredient to make you successful, does anybody know what it is? I posted it this weekend on my personal Facebook page. The missing ingredient to the health plan is you. Truly. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to go hire Coach Monica. I'm going to go hire Coach Darcy. I'm going to go hire Coach Kathy, and they will take me to the promised land. They will get me to my goals, right? A lot of people say, well, if I just purchase this health plan, if I just purchase this meal package, if I just purchase this, then I will be successful. And then they check out. They check out of their health journey for a whole weekend, or they check out for a couple of weeks. They say, oh, it's not worth it, and they check out. Your coach literally can do nothing to your health journey if you have checked out. So I want you to picture yourself. Let's say we're baking a cake, a keto cake, of course. We're going to use Swerve instead of sugar. We're going to use the right ingredients, right? So let's say we're baking that cake. And let's imagine yourself as the Swerve. Okay, that's what I use for a sugar replacement. Let's say you're the Swerve. You're the sweetener in that cake. But let's say that you put this cake together, but you don't put the Swerve in there. You don't put the sweetener in there, and you come up with this really horrible cake. You didn't put the missing ingredient in there. The missing ingredient is you. Here's where your coach comes in. All right. So let's say that we put that sweetener in the cake, and we got that ingredient. You are all in. Remember, you are the sugar. All right. So you put that ingredient in there, and it just sits there. No blender, no whisk, no stirrer, and it just sits there. You see, you need both ingredients. You need the utensil to stir up that batter, that cake batter, and you need the ingredients. As a coach, I'm the utensil. I am going to give you the tools that you need to lose the weight, to reverse your type 2 diabetes, to reverse the high blood pressure, to reverse the PCOS. I'm giving you I am the utensil that will help you do that, but you are the ingredient. If you are not in this game, or if you think it's okay to cheat over the weekend, and you think it's okay to go off plan, and you just get lazy and sloppy, you stop tracking your macros, you stop doing the things, I as your utensil are worthless. I can't want this more than you want it yourself. And so if that missing ingredient is not there, literally I'm a whisk or I am a tool sitting on your counter doing nothing. I can't do anything. I can't stir that thing up and make a beautiful cake, right? Same goes without a coach. Sometimes you put that ingredient in there and you're like, what the heck is wrong? Nothing's happening. Well, it's just sitting in there. You need the tools in order to turn your health around. Okay? Does that make sense? If you are not in this, if you don't believe in yourself enough to fight for you, there's nothing a coach can do. There's nothing a program could do. It's just a bunch of wasted money. That's all it is. You've got to get mad enough, in my case. Now, everybody's different. Some people work based on happy, sad. I work best on, if you tell me I can't do it, I say, oh, heck yes, I can do it, right? I work best on the anger spectrum because nobody's going to tell me I can't do it. But you can get mad, you can get frustrated enough where you're like, you know what, nothing is going to stop me. But until you get to that point, and until you get serious enough to jump in the game and say, I'm going to do what it takes, no matter how I feel. You know, I didn't feel like getting up at 6 in the morning, 5:45 this morning to go work out today. I didn't feel like it at all. And there's seasons in my life where my temper tantrums overshadow my willpower. So that's completely normal for it to happen every once in a while, but not every weekend, not every week, right? You've got to fight. You got to get angry enough to fight for your health. And you have to be that missing ingredient to say nothing is going to stop me. And until I say enough is enough, until I decide that nobody's going to mess with my health journey. I want to show you a picture this morning. I got really emotional this morning when I saw this picture. Cousin Beth, if you're still on here, this picture, I cropped you out because I didn't know if it was okay to share, so I cropped you out. But this is a picture of me. I don't know. I have never shown anything. This is a picture of me. Can you see this? This is me. And I got really emotional when I saw this morning. I got really, really emotional. Yes, you took that. No, you didn't take that picture, Cousin Beth, because you're in it. You're on the other side of Kyle. I don't know who took it. I got really emotional when I saw this picture because I did not like this woman. And let me tell you, before you all start with the, that's why. Before you all start with the, oh, she's a wonderful person. She was a wonderful person. I didn't like her. That's maybe what happened, Beth. I didn't like this woman. This woman had insulin resistance that was type 2 diabetic. This woman had blood pressure that was stroke level. Behind this woman's face is a woman who hated herself. And I'm sorry, but that's real. That's real. That is 100% real. She did not like herself. And yeah, she was way in there. She was deep down inside. But I'm telling you what, until I got mad enough, until I got sick and tired of being sick and tired and being so sick, until I said enough is enough and I got out of my own way, that's when I lost the weight. You guys have to stop giving yourself excuses. Stop saying it's okay to cheat this week. Stop saying, oh, one bite won't hurt. This woman here said just one bite won't hurt. This woman was a food addict. And she kept saying, this one bite, just one bite, it won't hurt. She let others speak into her life saying, oh, just one bite won't hurt. This woman here was a food addict. This woman was killing herself with food. And do you know who paid for it? This is what chokes me up. And I know, this is my perception, so let me have my perception. This little guy over here paid for it. Because that was his mom. His mom was letting food control her life. His mom was letting her addiction control her life and missed out on most of his life. Yeah, I was a good mom. Yeah, I was. So don't go there. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Because I know what y'all say, right? But she wasn't. She was sick. She was a type 2 diabetic who was killing herself with food addiction. And until she got serious enough to say, you know what? The missing ingredient in my life is is myself and putting myself first for the first time in my life. That's the only way I lost the weight. If you keep going back and you keep compromising and you keep taking yourself out of the picture, you're going to fail each and every time. But when you decide enough is enough, I'm going to do what it takes, I am done playing chicken with my life, right? Until you say enough is enough, it's going to continue until you close the exit ramp of your health journey. Too many of you have excuses. Too many of you say, well, just one bite won't hurt, or just this one time, or, well, it's a birthday party. Do you know how many birthday parties you have every year? I was with a client one time and she's like, well, it was just, it was a christening. He'll only be christened one time. So we counted up the number of times that it was a special event in her life that month. That was 9 times. You fall off the wagon 9 times, you're never going to get on the wagon. You're never going to see progress. You can talk yourself in and out of anything within 5 seconds. That's all it takes. And when you don't have that exit ramp closed, when you have not said, okay, I'm done playing games. This is what the life looks like. I said over and over, I'm done playing games. And then I would say, well, just one family reunion. I'm sure, Cousin Beth, I'm sure this was taken at a family reunion. I'm sure it was. And I'm sure that there was a ton of food there. And until we say, you know what? I am the missing ingredient in my journey. I have to take responsibility for the fact that there is no moderation for me as an addict, as a food addict. There's no moderation. If you deal and wrestle with a food addiction, there's no moderation. I don't care what health coach you have. I don't care. There are so many health coaches out there who say, oh, everything in moderation. Yes, perhaps for maybe 10% of the population. For those who deal with food addiction and those who deal with sugar and carbohydrate addiction, there's no moderation, because just one bite will lead to another, to another, to another, to the next. It's called just one lick syndrome. Right? There's no moderation for a food addict. Now, it is very possible that you're not a food addict, that you're a normal eater. Is there moderation for you? Perhaps. I specialized in food addiction because that's what I was, right? So the way you tell, now number one, I have a sugar, I am a certified sugar expert. So I have a screening process that I take clients through to be able to screen them, to be able to tell them if they are indeed a food addict. But one way to tell easily is what happens when you go to that wedding and let's say there's cake there. What happens when you take one bite? You all know. I mean, if you're honest with yourself, you know what happens. If you're able to take one bite, walk away, you could possibly be an everything in moderation kind of person, right? If you can't, your past diet history will be able to tell if you can or not. And when you're honest with yourself, that is when healing comes. When you're honest with yourself enough to say, oh gosh, I am what she's speaking about today. Then what you have to do is realize that you are the missing ingredient to your weight loss journey. Only you. You can hire every coach in the book, but we are the utensil that helps you fix your journey, that helps you bake that cake. We were talking about being a cake, right? You are the missing ingredient. Your coach is the utensil that will give you the tools and will help you get those pounds off. Both are needed, but unless you are in the picture, your coach is completely handcuffed. I am completely handcuffed. I have about 43 clients right now. My whole team, about 43. We are literally handcuffed with about 26 of them. Handcuffed. We can't give you the tools that we can help you shed the pounds. We can't give you any help until you use the tools that we've given you. So we've got about 26 clients where we're completely handcuffed. We can do nothing. Nothing. any health coach who can say, oh, I can step in and I can do that. I can give them a meal plan. No, because the missing ingredient is not there. And that's the client who's willing to do the things. A lot of times people will hire a health coach and they'll be like, I'm going to lose all of this weight. And then they check out and they think the health coach is going to lose the weight for them. Doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. We give you the tools and we give you the success. We give you the personalized macros. We give you the science. We give you all those things. At the end of the day, on a Friday night, you have to be the one to say, gosh, I should not put that in my mouth because I know the end result of this. I know how I will feel at the end result. You've got to be that person because your coach can't do it for you. We can give you those tools. It's a hard hitter. It's a hard hitter on Monday morning. But guys, I am so passionate. I'm so passionate to see people find the tools that they need to bring healing because I did it. I did this. And I did it because I said, I'm sick of it. I am sick of living like this, of being unhealthy. And I'm going to do what it takes. And it took some gall. It took some gall. It took some hardcore self-confidence. And when I didn't have it, I went for help. That's where I come in. You may be at the end of your rope right now, and you may be like, Monica, that you're speaking my language right now. I've done it all. I can't do it. I have kept me out of it. I have assumed that my coach was going to help me through it. She didn't, so there must be something wrong with me. Did you give it your all? Did you give it your all? Did you say enough is enough? Were you willing to face the fact that maybe some food addiction is involved in your journey? Let me tell you, there's healing for food addiction. I'm living proof. Lost 120 pounds and I've kept it off. It has not been easy. It has not been easy. I'm going to tell you, I woke up at 5:45 this morning. I did not want to get up and go work out. I've been wrestling with some things. Didn't want to get up. I didn't want to try again. I'm shaking things up at the gym a little bit because things got a little stagnant. And so now I'm doing something different. I did not want to wake up at 5:45, but by 8 o'clock in the morning, I was so glad I did. I realized that in my workout, I was the missing piece because I was not putting my effort in. I was not showing up to the gym. The gym couldn't do anything about that, right? They're the tool that helps me stir my weight loss. And I want to put some muscle on. I want to do all of those things. But I can't pay for a gym membership expecting it to be done when I don't show up, right? Now I showed up this morning and guess what my coach did this morning? He pushed me. He pushed me hard. I left there a sweaty, hot mess. I left there confident that I had done my best. We both showed up this morning to the gym. I showed up, the coach showed up with his utensils. He stirred it. He's making me stronger. Same goes for weight loss. The missing ingredient, if you're struggling, is not the missing coach because we're here ready to help. We got the tools. We're ready to start whisking that cake, right? The missing ingredient is you. It's you. Maybe you're in program and you're not tracking your macros. Missing ingredient is you. We can't tell you what you're doing right or wrong in your journey unless you give us the tools, right? And Cousin Beth, you just wrapped up my podcast this morning into one bow. And yes, if you are a person of faith, that is exactly what I rely on. I'm gonna put this on. This is a really cool feature. I love this. Another ingredient. My Heavenly Father and the power of prayer with the Holy Spirit has helped me. On the days the missing ingredient was me not wanting to show up, whoo, that, my friend, will preach. So true. So sometimes we're not showing up, right? We're not showing up, but you know who's not? He's not skipping out on that. If you're a person of faith as I am, that is so true because sometimes we just have to ask for help and say, okay, I've been skipping out. Honestly, in my fitness journey, I have been skipping out because I was so frustrated. It's not working, right? Well, I didn't show up, so the coach literally could do nothing. I can't blame him for not showing up, right? He was there. He was absolutely there. Now, do you need things to shake up your journey a little bit? Absolutely. That is why we bring in my women's program. It's exactly why I built that women's program, because there's a reason why, if you're stalled, if you're in menopause, if you're gaining weight around the middle, there's a reason why it's called hormones. 100%. And so we created a brand new program to eat around your cycle, or if you're my seasoned sisters, right? To eat on a cycle that is building the hormones to help you. Macros still count. Our ingredients still count. All of those things still count. We're just eating around our hormones. Guys, I know this was a tough session, and I left the tough session for me because Coach Darcy and I are on tomorrow, and we're going to have a kumbaya. But I knew if I got two coaches on this particular topic, we might be a little hard and harsh. So I left Coach Darcy out of this tough session with you this morning for a reason. And I'm asking you today, are you showing up for your health? Or have you stepped out and said, why is the coach not fixing me? Have you stepped out and said, I don't need a coach because I can do this on my own? We all know there's some people who can do it without help, but results are not good. So I want to know this morning, where are you struggling? Where is your number one struggle? Have you left the missing piece out? You can tell you've left the missing piece, which is you, out if you're cheating, if you're going off plan, if you're not following your macros. Your macros have to be set to weight loss, period. That's what we do. That's the knowledge that I get to you. I get to figure out your personal macros based on your height, your weight, your age, and your activity. That stuff, that's the tools that the coach have, right? Are you tracking your macros? Are you a woman with a cycle who is really frustrated, nearing menopause? You're frustrated that you're gaining weight and you don't know why because you haven't changed anything. If that's you, I want you to reach out for help. We're going to have several upcoming sessions coming up in the next couple of months that we're really excited about. But the reality is we can't do anything until you're ready. So a lot of times people will, they'll message us and say, I'm ready, but I'm going on vacation. I'm ready, but we can't do the but. We can't do the but because if there's a but in your excuse for not getting healthy, then you will be successful for about 3 weeks and then you'll fall right off. You have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired enough to say, I'm going to do what it takes. I don't care the cost. I don't care what's going on around me. That's how I had to do it. And there's some of you who will prove me wrong. There's some of you who will prove me wrong. But I can tell you there's no shortcut to weight loss. One of the pictures that is in my past profile pictures really triggers me. And it's one where I had lost about 50 pounds. I had just been married a couple of years. I'd put on some weight, lost 50 pounds. And I look good on the outside, but on the inside, I knew that I was taking ephedrine. I knew that I was taking that weight loss pill. And I knew that the minute I stopped, that weight would come raging back. And so what is breaking my heart these days as a health coach and somebody who's on the front lines of knowing what is out there when it comes to weight loss is my heart breaks over this shot. People are so desperate to lose weight. They will do anything. They will put anything in their bodies to do so. And they're hurting themselves. And so this weight loss shot fad that's out here saying, just take a shot and you're going to lose the weight, and they're not learning how to eat. It just breaks my heart, and it reminds me of that picture of me that had lost all the weight. And literally, we were on a cruise on this picture, and when I got back, I gained an immediate 40 pounds because I didn't learn how to eat, and I did not learn how to put me in the picture as an ingredient. So I want to encourage you today. It was a really tough session today, but I wanted to encourage you today. If that is you, if you have left yourself out of the picture and you have depended on your feelings for your weight loss and you're so frustrated, I want you to know we are here. Coach Darcy is here, Coach Monica, and Coach Kathy. We are here to help you pick up the pieces, and we're here to help you, teach you how to do it the right way. There's a right way and there's a wrong way to lose weight. There's a right way to handle food addiction and there's a wrong way. So I'm here to answer any questions. I have a client in about 10 minutes, but I'm here to answer any questions that you have. Our new program is out. It's up and running. If you are a woman who is questioning what program to join, I would highly recommend the Ageless Keto program that we have for women. It is for women from the age of 35 to 65. Perimenopause, menopause is a prime way. Had I known about my cycle and how to eat around my cycle beforehand, I would have eaten this thing up in a heartbeat. So if you're a woman who is struggling with weight just not coming off, that is the program. We put you in a calorie deficit, but we teach you how to eat around your cycle. And if you don't have a cycle, as I have had a hysterectomy, we go by day 1 of the month. So perfect timing, September 1st here. If you are a menopause, perimenopause woman who doesn't have a cycle, it's perfect timing. I've gone through about 3 cycles of this. No, about 2 cycles of this. I'm on my second one, and I feel absolutely incredible. So we're excited about it. It's called Ageless Keto. If you want to set up a free consult, you just go to our website, kmhealthcoaching.org, kmhealthcoaching.org. Pick out your coach, set up a time to talk to her. We will talk with you one-on-one because we don't want you in the wrong program. The wrong program just makes it frustrating for both the coach and the client. So we will talk you through which program you need. Are you the missing ingredient to your weight loss journey? If you are, you don't have to be, because you've got a coach here ready to be the utensil that you need to create the exact program that you want, the exact health plan that you want, but you have to be in it. You have to be in it. I love it, Cousin Beth. It was so good that you joined us today. Don't forget, tomorrow, Coach Darcy and I will be here. We'll have a nice session together. I wanted to get this out of the way because Coach Darcy, she's just too nice sometimes. We got to bring in the big dogs and the hammer sometimes, right? I'm teasing. I love you more than you know. I want you to know that there's hope. I want you to know that there's healing. It's not an easy road. It is a really tough road. Food addiction is real. Food addiction weighs heavy. Carbohydrate addiction, it's heavy. We live in a world of convenience. And so to give some of that up, sometimes it's hard. But after 120 pounds, after the woman who is on the healed side of things, I want to tell you, I don't have one single regret. The only regret that I have is that I didn't do it sooner. That picture I showed you was my little guy, Kyle. He's now 21 years old, and his mom missed a lot of his life because she chose food over him. I know there's redemption in that. I know. Don't yell at me. I know. But I'm telling you, we don't have to live through that. Have an amazing day. Reach out to us. However you're watching this, you can find us. We will reply to you. Reach out to us and just say, help, I'm ready. All right, we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day, guys.